Hi, everybody. It's me again. I'm coming to you today to talk about rebirth because it's springtime and all the spring flowers are coming out, and we've celebrated rebirth. And I wanted to talk to you about my major rebirth, which happened, my gosh, 47 years ago. well, 48 years ago. I was 29 years old. My three children were um, having their afternoon nap, and the phone rang, and I answered it, and a woman was on the other end of the line, and she said that she was my husband's girlfriend. I was so shocked. I dropped the phone and I ran out into the middle of the street screaming. And walking by was an old gentleman who I knew. He was blind. He had a walker who took him on a walk daily, and he was the premier of the province, Dave Barrett, father. And I would go visit him sometimes in the care home just up the street with the kids. And he said, "What happened? What happened?" I said, "Well, my husband's girlfriend just called me. She wants to marry my husband." He said, "Go get the evidence. Go get the evidence." In those days, to get a divorce, you needed evidence. I was so shocked. I went back in the house, didn't go get the evidence, but I went to uh, tell my husband. And when I told him, I could tell by his reaction that it was true. Things happened very quickly. Life for me was never the same. And I was going through a nervous breakdown. We separated, we divorced, and my mother suggested yoga. Thank goodness. It's been so wonderful for me. And I was on a path to try to get my health back without taking, in those days they recommended Valium, which were tranquilizers. And I was trying to become strong without using Valium. So I registered for a course at the University of British Columbia. It was called Voluntary Control of Internal States, taught by Jack Schwartz. And he taught, in that course, meditation, which I wasn't even looking for. I just was looking for how I could kind of get healthy again. And he taught a form of meditation that I feel so grateful for. I've used it now for all these years. I've taught it to so many students. I've seen the results of it. And what it does is it takes you back inside yourself to look at your own life, to take responsibility for your own life, to take responsibility for your feelings, and help you to understand what it is that you're feeling, and help you to go into these feelings and to redirect your life so that you have many, many rebirths all along the way. And it's so simple. It's a very, very simple technique. It's just so simple. After a while, after you've done this for a while, I mean, in the beginning, it can take a while to sort things through your mind as you're sitting there. But after you've done this for a while, it becomes like second nature to you. And you automatically do it. It becomes like I do it during the day. If I come up against an obstacle, I automatically go back inside, and it's like I'm mediating with myself. It becomes like an intermediation, and so that I can act instead of react. The steps are so simple. You just kind of look at your life and you redo what you think is negative. Whatever to you appears negative, you redo it in your mind, and you tell yourself how you're going to act on that in your daily life. The important thing is that we act on it in our daily life so we get more information about it that we can take back into our meditation again. And then you look at all your positive aspects, which we tend to ignore. And you tell yourself all the wonderful things about yourself. And then you think of all the people that are close to you in your life, and you think of one specific thing that you admire about them or that they've done for you and that you appreciate. And after you've done this for a while, oh my gosh, you begin hugging people and telling them how you appreciate them because you've been doing this in your meditation. Even the people that you don't really get along with, those people too, you think of all the good things about them. I've told people their legacies because I think about the good things that they've done. And specifically, like I appreciate Bob. He said goodbye to me today when he went out for his bike ride. You take specific things. And then you look at yourself and you get a sense of what am I going through these days emotionally? And I'm sure there's a lot of emotional things everybody's going through these days. I've discovered over these past years, I'm 78 now, I've discovered that there's always difficulties and there's always things we're going through. So there's always just for the mill, so to speak, that we can use in our meditation. And then as we do these, we come back into ourselves. Things kind of settle out. Everything kind of settles. And as you do it day after day after day, everything starts to settle. It's inside of ourselves. We become more centered inside. And then you can slip into meditation. And in this way, you keep your mind open. Your mind is free. It's creative. And you don't block it down on one little object and hold it there and strangle your creativity. You keep your creativity open so you can figure out the different things in your life, and it comes to you after a while. It's like emptying the garbage pail and then learning how to keep that garbage pail kind of free a little bit. And once you create the groove for it, you'll be doing it in your daily life as well. And it's so simple. I've put the steps down there for you in my the little thing at the bottom where you write. And so enjoy. Keep your mind free. Keep it creative. Keep it open. Don't expect the difficulties to end. Don't expect that. Just expect that you'll get better and better at dealing at any obstacle that comes at you in your life. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.